Tonight, soaring prices are making a huge impact on your wallet.
Today, the Consumer Price Index climbed to 7.9%. That is the highest inflation rate in 40 years since January of 1982. CBS 2's Kevin Rincon live now in Hoboken with more on how people are trying to save these days. Kevin?
Well, Maurice and Christine, the prices at the pump, we've seen them skyrocketing. And because of those higher prices here, we're seeing higher prices on just about everything, including at stores like the Trader Joe's.
And it's killing my pockets, man. I don't know whether to eat or to drive or catch the bus. It's crazy.
That's because the price of regular throughout the tri-state area is well north of $4 a gallon.
Money that we make doesn't come together to meet anything, So we're in a crisis today.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics says gasoline is up 38% compared to a year ago, and it's only expected to get worse.
I try to travel as less as I possibly can. I only travel if I have to.
The price of used cars, that's up 41% compared to last year.
We kind of had to choose buying a new car because it didn't make sense to buy an old car, used car, because the price difference is so minimal.
For Michael and Zafun Kenny, they've felt the pinch everywhere. They bought not only a new car, but a new home for their 2-year-old to grow in. That took them months.
We needed the house, we needed the car, but it was super, super expensive, and we dipped it to his college savings.
One way to try and save money, squeeze some extra life out of those old cars, which has kept places like Amco busy.
We're getting cars in and getting them out as quickly as we can.
His best piece of advice on how to save money: slow down.
The difference between 55 and 75, Kevin, is like 6 to 7 miles per gallon. It's tremendous.
Meanwhile, the price of food, that hasn't gotten any cheaper either.
Milk done went up, sodas done went up, meat done went up, everything going up.
The price of grocery shopping up close to 9% over the last 12 months, leading the way a spike in things like meat, poultry, and fish.
If you can go to generics, it is a huge help. And we're talking, generics are now about 20% of the total of sales in the grocery store. Obviously, buying in bulk and checking in sales.
Jill mentioned generics. Trader Joe's, predominantly generic. Customers inside who often go to this Trader Joe's have told me they have seen things quite busy here as people have been trying to save some money that way. We also know that today President Biden released another 30 million barrels of oil from the nation's reserve, an effort to not necessarily bring down the cost of gas, but to try and at least stabilize it. We're live in Hoboken. Kevin Rincon, CBS 2 News.
All right, Kevin, thank you. And for more information on how you can battle the squeeze, here are some tips, some things you can do right now to make your gas dollars go further. Make sure that your tires are properly inflated. Low tire pressure causes excessive resistance. Also ensure that your car maintenance is up to date. And changing spark plugs a little earlier will also help save gas. Finally, keep your air filter clean. Restricted airflow causes your car to use more fuel.